Shalom and welcome. My name is Minister Robert Lee Williams from Prophetic Information Ministries, where we blow the trumpet, the shofar, around the world, informing you with prophetic news and bringing God's miracle ministry to the world. Well, today is November the 18th, 2012. The Lord gave me a dream just a little while ago. Time now is 9:17 a.m. in the morning, and this dream, I'm going to give you a possible prophetic warning, and I'm going to be open with a part of my life that no one knows about, or not too many people know about. I normally wouldn't do this, but it's true. The dream that I got, and but I want to start with this. Well, in this dream, I was taken to a place, like a building, and it was kind of outside of a building, and like someone else, like 2 or 3 other people there. And this man said, yeah, about a week ago, they had a man named, this prophet that came in and prophesied, either named Bob Hope, Paul Hope, or something. He said that the state of Texas was going to die a very horrible death. I said, wow. That's not a good thing to hear, because I live in the Dallas area. But that does kind of coincide with a dream that I had back on September the 18th, 2011. The Lord gave me a dream about a 9.0 earthquake possible coming to the state of Texas. At least that was my perception after I was shown that dream. A big newspaper ad was put up to me, a 9.0 earthquake. I just presumed it was the state of Texas. But, at the same time, there was other people that picked that up as well. You can find that on YouTube also. But the dream changed, and it changed to a part of my personal life, and I don't like giving too much information out on my personal life, but I will go ahead and disclose this because it is very true. I was shown my marriage to my wife Susan, and I'll admit, we don't have the best marriage in the world. It's far from it. But I was shown that my wife set up a wedding renewal ceremony, but she was out of town. She deliberately set this thing up while she was going to be out of town. Well, I did not really want that, didn't think that was right. But the dream switched a little bit, because I saw Susan in a grave site. They had the hole dug, and she was laying inside this grave, halfway in, halfway out. They were talking to a couple of guys, and they had her up on a pillow. I thought that was awfully strange. They were just waiting for her to die to fill in the hole. And then the dream switched a little bit, and I walked into my house at the time, And they had a few people there. And I walked in from work, and I was very tired and exhausted. But that was the day of the wedding renewal vows. I didn't want to do it. You know, I saw a pastor and some other man there, and it was about an hour before the ceremony was going to start. They had, you know, they probably had about 10 friends there. But I said, I got to get some sleep before I do this. So I laid down and I went to sleep, and then I was woken, and I could see the pastor and this other guy, you know, from another window inside there. They were about ready to come down because somebody woke me up and said, you need to get ready. I wasn't even dressed, so I got dressed real quick and put my pants and shirt on, and I stood there in front of this pastor, and they had a stick with Susan's head on it, you know, picture of her face on it. And I thought it was very strange. And so I said my wedding vows, and then the dream was over. And I thought that was very, very odd that I would get a dream like that. But like I said, I'm going to open up something to you that I haven't done. That's even kind of embarrassing, I guess, but I'm going to go ahead and do it, you know. We haven't had a good marriage in several years. We've been married like 12, and it's not been a good marriage. Well, I take that back. There's another part of the dream. You know, after that part was over, I was taken to another part of the dream. And I was talking to someone about this ceremony. And they said that this was very deceitful. The ceremony was. I said, yeah, I know it was. You know, it wasn't my idea to do this, but we went ahead and did it anyway. But I told this person, I said, yeah, we've had a very deceitful marriage and relationship for a long time now. I started naming off some of her faults to this person, and then he turned to me and said, you've also been deceitful. And I said, yeah, I know, in certain areas, yes, I have. And then the dream was over. Well, you know, as a minister of God, and you know, I'm just going to put my life out there and for everyone to judge, I guess, or maybe understand, because some of you can relate to this, because you guys are experiencing this as well. So I hope that, you know, for me disclosing this, I'm being 100% open. You know, like I said, you know, deceitfulness, you know, deceitfulness, you know, I haven't had, and maybe you haven't had a good relationship with your spouse either. And I'll admit my wife, she loves to scream and yell. Just nag and complain about everything. You know, I can't even talk to this woman anymore. She's not the same person I married. So all she does is complain and scream and yell at me and at my 14-year-old daughter. That's all she does. You know, I've said before, you know, if this woman's not complaining, she's not happy. You know, and there's a lot of men out there that's dealing with relationships like mine. And, you know, there's also women out there too that's going through the same thing. You know, that their husbands may be screaming and yelling at them, and we hear a lot of domestic violence calls and stuff, you know, that we see on the news and things, and that's not right, you know. I don't believe in you know, hitting a woman or anything like that. It takes a lot from a man to be humble enough to not to do those kind of things. But you know, I have prayed. I'll admit it. I've prayed that God would send me a loving wife, someone who I could talk to and hold and love on, because you know, you go out into public and you go to church and things, and oh, you see couples holding hands, you know, and kissing on each other, you know, just being a loving couple and going places. I haven't done that in years. You know, it's very hurtful on the inside. It's been very depressing. But you know, I'm kind of used to that, but I'm getting tired of that. So I've asked God to help me out here in this situation. I don't know how He's going to do it, but I have a feeling that He is about ready to dissolve this marriage that I have. But I don't know that for sure. Just because I got this dream, I don't know. So maybe that's why I was shown in the dream that Susan was dying, you know, that our relationship was dying, or about dead. So I don't know, but that would be fine with me if the relationship was over, and that God would bring another loving woman in my life, a good Christian woman. But I'm tired of being lonely on the inside. You know, I know I've got a big call of God, and I like to talk about it, but I only talk to Jesus about it because I don't have someone I can talk to. I'm just going to be up and honest with you. And I know that some of you are going through the same thing. So I hope you're not upset with me for opening up my life to you. But that's about it, you know. I just pray that that something would happen, you know, that I'd love to be happy again. But I've got a call of God on my life, and I'm going to fulfill that call. I'm going to walk into my destiny no matter what it costs me. If I have to be single for the rest of my life, I will. But everyone, I think I'm going to close now, because I really don't have anything else to say. I've given you my life, and that's about it. So hopefully you can understand, and hopefully you'll lift my family up in prayer at this time. If you have any comments, go ahead and give them to me, or you can email them to me personally. And until next time, this is Minister Robert Lee Williams from Prophetic Information Ministries.